And we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. And as I promised on the other side of the break, that when we came back, we'd have a guest with us and we'd be talking North Georgia Living Showcase. I'm glad to have Michael Grant with us this morning. How are you, Mr. Grant?
Good morning, Brian. I'm excellent. Thank you.
North Georgia Living Showcase. I guess let's just come right out. What is North Georgia? Now, this is taking place on June 10th, but what is North Georgia Living Showcase?
Well, it's really an opportunity for us to showcase those businesses, organizations, and associations that make living in North Georgia such a pleasure. You know, I was at a chamber meeting recently, and I asked the people attending the luncheon there how many came to North Georgia. They were not natives of North Georgia. In other words, they weren't born here. And by far the majority of the room, probably 80%. But they made a conscious decision to come to North Georgia to make this their home. And we find a lot of interest from people who have a similar interest and idea about where they want to come to live. And many people, of course, are coming here to retire, which makes it even more important to understand those businesses, etc., that make living here such a pleasure.
All right. Well, this is let me start by saying this is sponsored by the Georgia High Country Builders Association. Michael, you have been building in, and this is not something because I want to hear what brought this about. But you've been building in this area for years, so you have you've had customers come in, and I already know this because I hear builders. You've had customers come in for years that just moved here. And there's probably days where you say, well, I thought I was just building a house. And they'll say, well, where's the best place to go for this? Or where's the best place to go for that? And you seem to be a concierge in a way, just building a house.
Yeah.
Am I going down the right road?
Yeah, that's great, Brian, because that's very much what we do. And I came here in '96, and I was really sort of the poster child for corporate burnout. I had a job where I got on an airplane every week. I had a new child I wasn't getting to spend any time with. And I wanted something entirely different from what I was doing in my corporate life. And I came here. I came here from Atlanta to start my business and to design and build custom homes. And that was some 22 years ago. And it's been good. It's been very good. And I've met a lot of people very similar to myself who really want to reinvent themselves and find a lifestyle and a way of living that supports their spirit as well as promote their health, peace of mind, etc. So North Georgia's got a lot to offer in that regard, which is one of the reasons why it attracted me.
Well, then, how did this come about? What is the basis of it? I've said it a couple times. So, what is this that's taking place on June 10th? And I have to disclose something here. Obviously, I've known Mr. Grant for several years. I'm glad you're the poster child because I'm a 2001. I'm a 2001, got on 75 one day.
Yep.
And said, basically this fast, got on 75 at 459 north off Moore's Mill and said, I'm not doing this anymore. So that was 2001. So I appreciate you being the poster child. But Mr. Grant and I have known each other for quite some time. What is this taking place on June 10th? What is, who all is going to be there? Who are the vendors, and what are you trying to accomplish?
Well, in keeping with your question, people come to me all the time, and they want to know where to get things done, or where to purchase things, or different associations within our North Georgia community, and there are many. And I tell people, just tell me what your interest is. What do you like to do? And whether it's gardening or if you enjoy wine, we certainly have many vineyards in this area that people enjoy. I've met people that have come here to start their wineries and grow their vineyards and so forth. And of course, those are long-term processes, but nonetheless they come up here with that commitment. They do that, and it's become a huge attraction for North Georgia. You probably know that we're part of what they call the North Georgia or the Wine Highway of Georgia.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so we've got some wonderful vineyards up here that you can enjoy. But in addition to that, there's a huge organic gardening community, for instance. One of my clients is a master quilter, if you will. She's been quilting all of her life, and she's found a community of quilters up here that she enjoys as well. It can be an agricultural-based interest, or it could be crafts, or it can be service. One of the things that's impressed me the most about North Georgia is the quality of the volunteers we have here, the people that really service this community above and beyond in so many important ways. And we've asked some of those people to join us at this showcase. The food pantry, for instance, will be there. The job that the food pantry does is awesome. How they really do provide food for many, many people who are not as privileged as we are. The school system here. I've been a mentor at Gilmer High School now for several years, and I am just so impressed by the job that the school system does in Gilmer County in particular. That's the one I have the most first-person experience with. But the teachers as well as the counselors there at Gilmer High are really making an effort to help the students in Gilmer County really grow into a profession that supports a good lifestyle for them. So the school system will be represented at this North Georgia Living Showcase, as well as businesses. I'm in the home design and build business, so we see all facets of services that come as a consequence of building a home for someone. The job that ETC has done, for instance, with getting state-of-the-art internet service up here allows people who have traditionally lived in large cities to be able to come here and work out of their home because they have the connectivity that they need to support their business. They're not in any way diminished from having the ability to connect with their customers worldwide because they live in Gilmer County or in North Georgia. So those are some of the things that they're sort of hidden. You don't recognize it immediately, but they're there. And it all brings about the quality of life that we have here. When you can sit in your home and you can have a view of one of our beautiful lakes or one of the mountain ranges and still do your job and connect with people that are in Atlanta or New York or wherever, you've got a really nice quality of life. And that's been something I've seen some of my clients do as well. Those homes have to be designed, they have to be built, they have to be outfitted with furniture. The yards are landscaped. All of those bring about services that the businesses in North Georgia bring to the table to help in that effort. So it's a great opportunity for somebody from Atlanta or elsewhere to come up here and meet those businesses that help them create the lifestyle and the quality of life that they're looking for when they come to North Georgia. The other thing that's prominent for us, of course, is the fact that we are a mountain community. We're not like the Flatlanders south of Atlanta, okay? And that brings about a lot of sports, mountain sports. You can go hiking, biking, kayaking, canoeing, fly fishing. All of those things are a big part of our community. I tell people our infrastructure is God-made. It's not man-made. We have these beautiful mountains.
That's very well put. I don't mean to interrupt you, but we call it the outdoor playground all the time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely it is. But we have beautiful lakes. We have these wonderful mountains, tall trees, fresh air, our rivers and streams. If you like to trout fish, you're in heaven if you come up here. I actually met a client who was here, actually in Atlanta, on a business trip from the Napa Valley in California. They came to my office on a whim. They just kind of fell in love with what we were doing, and they came up here to fly fish. And I met them. 2 days later, they came back, and they said, we really love what we're seeing here. And we ended up designing and building a home with that couple. It was a very great experience.
But they came up here to fly fish.
That's correct.
Well, I said that earlier in the break, and you know, I've been up here since 2001 and know the area. They come to fly fish, kayak, get a cabin for the weekend. Next thing you know, they're looking for a realtor, looking for a builder to build. But what we're talking about, and tell me if I'm going down the right road, is if you're building a house, let's just say, let's start there, and you have a client, you have to talk about all the services that go with the home. I mean, you move into an area, you want an electrician on speed dial. You want a plumber. You want to know what's going on with arts. I mean, I don't want to throw things in here that maybe, but I mean, we have the best series.
Well, that's a very good point.
We have the best series. We have
well, tell them what BEST is, though. The BEST is an acronym.
Best Entertainment. Where? Best Entertainment. What is that? What is it? Best LJ. Wait a minute. Well, give me that.
Well, it is the series of entertainment that we bring to North Georgia, and it's a variety of entertainment, and it's actually worldwide entertainment. We get groups in here from well, with some frequency from Europe as well that are coming in here to entertain us. You may remember the Celtic women who came here and performed for us. But it's fine arts and performing arts, which is a great mix of the arts. And what our Gilmer Arts Association has done in North Georgia is just really impressive.
Well, I went to, about 6 weeks ago, I went to see, it's maybe now a couple months, Kathy Mattea over here in with the Best Series. And I think LJ Elementary, I don't know how many seats, but it was sold out. There wasn't.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's not unusual.
And so we have. So when you come up here from everything you need. Now, when you said associations, I did not know this till the other day. We actually have a Woodturners Association.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's just one of the many crafts, and they also have an affiliation with Gilmer Arts. But BEST, the acronym BEST, is Bringing LJ Sensational Talent.
Right, okay.
That's what it is. And they've done a splendid job of that. Plus, they've recruited within our community sensational talent. The recent performance of Trouble in Tropicana was a sold-out performance. In fact, they had to extend it. They had so many requests for tickets. So it's just fun. You know, and you look at what do you want to do when you no longer have to report to the office. There's plenty of things to do.
We could talk about North Georgia all day because I really get interested in this subject. The North Georgia Living Showcase, that's what we're talking about, the North Georgia Living Showcase, excuse me, Georgia High Country Builders Association. Give us a quick rundown, Michael, what kind of vendors we're going to see there. And this is where this is at. This is going to be at Highland Crossings. That's at the Walmart Shopping Center over here at Highland Crossings from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The admission is free, and that's June 10th, 2017. They have a Facebook page, Georgia High Country Builders Association, with all the information on there. What kind of vendors will we see over there, Mike? We're
going to see a mix. Like I said, there will be the businesses that are involved in the design build business here for new homes, new home construction. So you'll meet a number of our builders. There will be people involved with interior design there. There are going to be some of our craftspeople will be present. You're going to see the associations I mentioned, such as the food pantry. The animal shelter will be here at the event. You're also going to see some of the craft associations involved. So it's really a mix of businesses, associations, and organizations that are part of it. But if you come to North Georgia and you want to, as I describe it, reinvent yourself, there is plenty to do up here, and you'll meet some of those people, and you'll learn more about our community and how you can be a part of that community. There's no reason to be bored up here. There's always something to do.
Absolutely not, and I love the way you have what the name you put on this, North Georgia Living Showcase, because so many of you out there are remembering when you came to the area and you built your home and you started looking for things to do or things to get involved with, or at your new home, the garden you wanted to put in, and so on and so forth. So this kind of encompasses all of that, the Living Showcase.
Well, you know, as we get older, maintaining things on one hand becomes less important and more important. And what I mean by that is the things we want to maintain are our health. We want to maintain our friendships. We want to maintain quality of life. And I think North Georgia offers us a great opportunity to live a healthy life. I mean, just by definition, here in North Georgia, we are breathing clean air, okay, drinking fresh water. But beyond that, there's a huge community of organic gardeners. We are the apple capital of North Georgia, so we have that whole interest for our apple orchards. I mentioned the vineyards already, but a huge interest in grass-fed beef and heritage pigs, the poultry industry up here. All of those give us a great opportunity to eat healthy, and that's become a greater interest for people all the time. So you'll see some of that at the North Georgia Living Showcase as well.
Is there still room for vendors?
There are. We still have about a dozen booths available for anyone else that would like to participate. The booth cost is $75, so it's not a hit on your pocket. It's very reasonable, and we will be setting that up actually on Friday the 9th. So vendors will come in on Friday the 9th, beginning that mid-morning through the afternoon to set up. And then the show is all day on June 10th, which is Saturday. And again, we're going to be at the Highland Crossing Shopping Center, which is where you find Walmart, Lowe's, and some of the other well-known stores. So it's a convenient location. It's immediately off 515 as you come into town. And so it'll be the property to the right of Walmart and just behind Longhorn Steakhouse.
And is there another way besides the Facebook page to contact you? Do you have a website, phone number, or how would you like people to contact you?
Yeah, really, Facebook page is the best way to contact us.
Okay.
And you can get the application for the event there as well.
That's their Facebook page, folks, is Georgia High Country Builders Association. And I just want to say here at FetcherNews.com, FYNTV, we are supporting this because I just when I heard about it and started learning about it, and know many of you that have moved up here, and Mr. Grant himself, and when you come up, there's so many things go together. I just thought a living showcase. What a great idea. So I appreciate you guys. We'll be over to say hello on that day, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and that is June 10th, 2017 on Saturday. And you'll be hearing the card that is our background. That is playing on our show every day. You see that when we go to commercial. That is the card. If you need any information, don't hesitate to contact us, and also look for it on our website. It's on our website, FetcherNews.com. Did I forget anything?
There will be food vendors there as well.
That was
a number of our restaurants are going to be. Yep. So if you'd like to have some good barbecue or fried chicken, you want to be there.
Okay, food vendors, can't live without that. Mr. Grant, I appreciate you very much. And don't forget, you can find us on FetcherNews.com, and we will be talking about this every day until the event. North Georgia Living Showcase, that is June 10th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And the best thing is admission is free, so hey, just come down. It doesn't cost you anything to look around and talk to people and meet your neighbors. I'm your host, BKP Sam. Take us a break.